That's a great anonymous feedback,
It is.
and it cuts to the heart of our problems. Large groups, extremely wealthy people, are buying up individual car dealerships. Now, I'm not defending car dealers from 50 years ago because I was there, and I was there 60 years ago. So we knew how to screw the customers pretty well back in those days. But it wasn't on the scale that
The
you
industrial
see.
scale.
Yeah. So after I became a redeemed car dealer, I look back on this more objectively. Most of the ads you see now from individual car dealers, example would be Arrigo. Arrigo is not really the dealer, but he says he's a dealer, and his brother and he get up in South Florida and advertise. Most of the car dealerships down here, Morgan is a group that is huge. I knew Larry Morgan 40 years ago. We sat on the Florida Automobile Dealers Association executive committee together, and he'd been a national car rental guy, and he retired. He said, "Hey, I think I'll get in the car business." So he bought one dealership in Tampa. Now he's got,
And he loved it.
and he loves it, and he's got about 100 of them now. He's one of the largest groups in the nation. But he doesn't know what's going on in these car dealerships. But he's a good guy. But he's a money-making fool, as a matter of fact. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's capitalism. The problem for you, the consumer, and the why I'm on a rant about this, is because you think that you're able to get some satisfaction at the level where you bought the product, but they don't even, you go into a Rego Dodge, they don't even know who Larry Morgan is. You don't know, the advertisers don't know, it's secret. I had someone come into my dealership a couple days ago with a letter of intent to buy the dealership.
Earl's hair was on fire.
They are buying up. They say, "Oh, we got a dealer that's a family-operated place, and let's go buy it." And that's what's happening right now. So it's a very sad situation. The good news is,
Earl threw him out of the store.
Yeah, bad news for the dealers is the fact that we won't have dealerships for much longer. It will all be direct to the manufacturers, the very few manufacturers that are still in business. Thank you for the lozenge. My throat is all
You're welcome.
That's okay. Enjoy the lozenge. You guys would not believe what was on that letter of intent either. And he said, "Leave."
Wait a minute. Say that again. Do that again.
To leave?
Leave.
Leave. It was a lot of money, and it was not, but it was not enough.
And I insulted
I
him.
said that it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I insulted him. I told him he was, what did I say? You're just like car dealers out there.
Yeah, you said you're a perfect example of the worst kind of salesperson with your tactics, thinking that, anyway, that you could walk in and impress everybody with, anyway, it was...
Did he have a polyester suit on?
He had a suit on. It wasn't polyester.
I guess he's made a lot of deals.
This is going on at car dealers all over the country.
Yeah.
So if you think you're buying a car from Charlie's Chevrolet store, it ain't Charlie.
Yeah, so if you're up there and you've been shopping at Kenny Ross Subaru, Kenny Ross has passed away, and his family is not running it in to his legacy. It is being run by an outfit out of Miami, and that's when we made all these comments. I said that's why I gave it such a bad grade, because it would have been a C in South Florida, but they brought those tactics up to that poor, unsuspecting community.
Well,
Terrible. Hey, listen, we're going to go back to the phones. I see where Marty has called back. He's a regular caller. Marty, are you with us? Marty, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Marty, did you have a hard time getting through?
Well, it kept the YouTube even 5 minutes ago went off.
Yeah, unfortunately, our internet's been giving us issues.
Yeah,
YouTube's gone up and down
I'm having
several times already today, folks.
connection problems myself. But I'm glad you called back, Marty. You're an important caller. Hopefully, John is going to call back from Palm City. How are you today?
Okay. Good. I just wanted to tell you, I needed to go in. I had a Honda question, so closer to my house is the Acura dealer that Napleton had. Well, when I went in there to ask them a question, they said Napleton has now sold out to Lithia Motors.
Wow.
So I don't know if Earl and you know that anything about Lithia Motors.
Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah.
that they're a big group. I mean,
Yeah.
they're out in New York, and they own a bunch of stores in Florida and in the Northeast. That's all I really know.
Well, they could be. They are probably good, and a lot of the big groups, AutoNation is good, but there's two definitions of good, and our definition comes down to the micro level. When you go into that dealership to buy a car, you're dealing with salespeople, sales managers, and a general manager that is local, employed, hired, and is independent. They don't know Lithia from Smithia. They don't know AutoNation for anybody else. I will say this: if you're buying a car from a large controlled group, I would go toward one that was publicly listed on the stock exchange, because if you send a letter, especially if you're a stockholder of AutoNation, and complain about a dealership that they own, you will get action because they are a huge target. A class action suit against AutoNation is the lawyers listening to the show right now are salivating thinking about a class action suit against AutoNation. But a class action suit against ABC Chevrolet, they don't want to waste their time with. So find out if there's a big group that owns a store and you have a serious problem, then go directly to the big group and carbon copy your lawyer, and you'll get some immediate action.
Now, Napleton, in addition to the Acura dealership, they have a Hyundai and Genesis dealership on Okeechobee Boulevard. And they told me that, I guess, they took over all those, but there's other Napletons around in West Palm Beach. So
He's all
I don't
over,
know
yeah.
if they did them all or just those.
Hey,
three
Marty,
dealerships.
did you? What was the date when Lilith took over, roughly?
Well, it had to be relatively recent.
Yes, I asked that because we had a anonymous feedback submission that wanted to know what we knew about the new owners, and I went and looked, asked ChatGPT, went online. It was still under Napleton. The registered owner still had a Napleton.com email address. That's what ChatGPT found on the dealer license. So this just happened in the last few weeks.
Because I went in, like I say, I mean, I was asking them a Honda question, but it was closer. It's a lot closer for me to go to them than go to a Honda dealer. So what I needed, and they were very nice. You know, they answered my question. So no, I have no complaint.
I have a feeling, and this is just a guess, that Napleton is probably finally saying, I believe I'm going to get out of here. Napleton is in so much trouble, and his dealerships are so bad that I think somebody probably knocked on his door in Palm Beach, like the guy knocked on mine, to buy my store, and offered me an obscene amount of money for it. I think that the big manufacturers, the big auto dealers are buying up all the little guys. Napleton isn't a little guy, but their comrade or a big group is probably offering Napleton in the billions with a B to buy up all his stores.
Might as well be like private equity doing this. It
Yeah.
reminds me of
Yeah.
with housing. Private equity firms are buying up homes and
Yeah.
then converting them into McMansions and driving regular folks out of the.
Yeah,
Out of
we
the
got a
market.
little taste of that when we were away on the weekend in New York. We
Oh,
found
yeah.
out that this building and this, as you said last Saturday, the billion-dollar buildings are going up. But these people have been in this building for years, 30, 40, 50 years, and they're not going to stick around for the madness that's going to take place.
Nope.
Now, right now I'm watching you on YouTube, but I was listening to you on the radio.
Oh.
So
Oh,
right
you're on
now,
YouTube? Good.
Yeah, every other minute, though, the
Even now, it's buffering at times.
Right. So when I was listening to you, I was listening to you on that oldie station.
Okay.
But I have a question, too, that I don't know if you've said this already today. You're having some kind of an anniversary party?
Yes,
That's
we're
right.
going to have a 50th for Earl, 50 years. And
And when is
it's
that?
on November the 18th.
Okay. Do you have to get a special invitation? Or can
Marty,
you
I was
come?
just going to ask you, did you get an invitation yet?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
Because he didn't buy his last car.
Hey, more information, but I'm not positive right now. I'm, at 50% right now. I don't feel so good. But can
If you
you
want,
can
I'll
you text
send you a
me?
text with my address.
You'll text me?
Yeah.
Okay. You have my number.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got your number.
Yeah, well, you'll definitely get an invitation, and anybody that is, our older customers, we're trying to get all of our people that have bought from us over. Think, and Stu can probably double check on this. I think that there is not another dealer in the Southeast United States where the original buyer, me, is still in business. There are families,
Right.
and there are,
There's only two other families,
yeah.
but it's not